All right, so I just got back from the screening of The Roses, and a little cool thing, they were handing out this poster for everybody that went to the screening. So, super cool. Also, my girlfriend wanted some candy, and I wanted this sick Fantastic Four popcorn bucket. Well, they don't sell it anymore, so the dude at the counter just let me pay for the freaking gummies, $7.99, and I got this bucket and the cup that's in my kitchen for free. Some would say the theater chain is fantastic. Yeah, see? Fantastic Four pun. I'll be here all week. Anyway, let's get into the review. So, The Roses is a remake and reimagining of the 1989 dark comedy film, The War of the Roses. Both films are adapted from Warren Adler's 1981 novel of the same name and depict the breakdown of a marriage. The thing that 2025 and modern cinema really needs more of is remakes of classic IPs. Is what I would have said if this movie was terrible. But it's not. So let's go ahead and get into this review, and let me tell you exactly why this movie deserves to exist. So we follow the Roses. We get to see their very fast and forward introduction to their relationship. And if you've seen the film, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to say nothing more on that. And then we get to follow their subsequent lives, the life that they create, their children, their family, their careers. We get to follow all of that, and we get to see quite a bit of it before we ultimately get to see the breakdown of their marriage. And that's where this film really hits its stride and really picks up the pace. The film takes some turns, and it has you feeling sad, embarrassed, and happy for these characters, sometimes even at the same time. The film is in essence a rom-com, and it 100% delivers on the com part. It does have the romance, but it has it in its own unique way. It's definitely more focused on the comedy. And in that, it 100% brings it. It's funny, it's sharp, it's witty. It has that only British can do dry sense of humor that is right up my alley. I was laughing my ass off in this film. Couple of quick shout outs here. Benedict Cumberbatch, as usual, I don't need to tell you guys, he's an amazing actor. He brings it in this film. He carries a lot of the load. He's very funny. He nails it out of the park. Olivia Colman, who plays his wife in the film, she was pretty unknown to me. I didn't really watch anything that she's been in. But as far as her performance goes in this film, I thought she was the perfect counterbalance to Benedict's character. They played off of each other very well, and if I didn't know much better, I would think they'd be a great couple in real life. And this is a surprising one, but Andy Samberg, the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Popstar and some very interesting YouTube music videos. Also cult classic Hot Rod. I like that movie, actually. It's horrible, but I like it. He actually delivers a very comical but subtle performance and really just nails it. And unfortunately, the same can't be said for Kate McKinnon. Now, look, I don't want to single anybody out. I don't want to, bash her acting. I do think she is actually a pretty good actress. What I will say, though, is if you like her on SNL, you will like her in this movie. If you don't like her on SNL and you haven't liked her in any other film that you've seen her in, you're not going to like her in this movie. And that kind of leads us into a little bit of the negatives in this film. And there's not very many. I did ultimately enjoy my experience. I thought this was a great movie. However, the film does contain some politics. And I only bring this up because I know some people are sensitive to this. Some people don't want to go to a movie and pay $17 for a ticket and feel like they're getting preached at. And I can sympathize with you on that because that is kind of a pain point of me with certain movies. Unless I'm watching like a biopic of a political figure, or I'm watching something like House of Cards and I'm kind of in the mood for that, I don't want to go to a rom-com and see politics. I just don't. That being said, this movie does toe the line between earnest messaging and satire. I mean, ultimately I could have done without it, but because it does have that parody and satire kind of flavor to it, I kind of give it a pass. And my second small gripe with this film is that the pacing in which it takes them to get to the actual meat of the story and the ultimate, breakdown of their marriage, I thought could have been much quicker, because as soon as we flip the switch and get into this kind of marital dispute, the movie just comes alive. I just wish we could have got there just a little bit faster, just a smidge. And the last thing I want to touch on before wrapping up this review is the ending. Now, I'm not going to spoil this movie. If you've seen the original, which I haven't, but I have a feeling if you have, you kind of know what I'm talking about here. So we're gonna keep that between me and you for people who haven't seen this film yet or the original. Okay? The ending of this movie, I really wish more films would do, because they leave the audience with something that they're going to remember. And I think that's what I like about the ending the most. Even if you didn't like this movie, even if you thought it was horrible and you like hated your experience and you stick it out to the end, you will remember the ending for a long time. In the end, guys, The Roses delivers on exactly what it wanted to be, which is a romance movie with a lot of funny, with a lot of heart and meaning. It's definitely worth the price of admission, and I might even consider buying it on Steelbook if, physical media doesn't die between then and now. If you guys liked this video and you enjoyed my review, please consider dropping a like. It really does help me out. And if you guys are planning to see this movie, or you've seen the original and you have some thoughts, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Do try to keep it a little spoiler-free just for people who haven't seen it. And if you want to see my reviews of the newest movies releasing, go ahead and drop a sub. If a movie comes out, I'll probably be there to review it. So if you want to hang around, drop that sub button. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.